Hello and welcome back. My name is Andrei,
And I'm Dominika.
and we're back again with another reaction to.
Dan Seals with everything that glitters. Brackets, it's not gold.
True.
That is so true. Not everything that shines, it's got a value,
But
really.
we do believe that.
Oh yeah, we put a value to those things. But anyway, I'm very curious to check it out now after the title. And today we're doing it thanks to Kyle. So thank you very, very much
Thank
for your
you.
request. And we hope you're gonna enjoy our reaction to someone new. Dan Seals is new to us.
Yeah.
We learned that he is from Texas, and he was quite popular 70s, 80s. But he in 70s he was he's also known as a England Dan,
Done. Yeah.
which
That's
is very interesting. And we know that in the 70s he was more of a soft rock, and then he went to the country. That song I think is from 86, 85, 86. So I presume it's gonna be a country.
All right. Let's see.
I have some brains. Probably I'm gonna be wrong and then I take it back, but I do have some brains sometimes.
Are you sweet?
I don't think I am.
Ready?
I'm trying so hard, yeah.
Saw your picture on a poster in a cafe out in Phoenix. Guess you're still the sweetheart of the rodeo. As for me and little Casey, we still make the circuit in a one-horse trailer and a mobile home. And she still asks about you all the time. And I guess we never even cross your mind. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you. But as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Well, old Red, he's getting older, and last Saturday he stumbled. But you know I just can't bear to let him go. Little Casey, she's still growing, and she started asking questions. And there's certain things a man just doesn't know. Her birthday came and you never even called. I guess we never cross your mind at all. But then sometimes I think about you.
Well, that song.
Oh, the topic is really, really sad. It's the story about, I think they were like sweethearts when they were younger and doing things together. I think it was a rodeo or something. And then seems like he left for a
And he left him with a little
with a
girl.
kid, yeah. And she left for a better life,
Shiny.
fame.
Well, I hope people doesn't relate with this kind of story, because this is really sad in a way.
Well, unfortunately, we do every day.
They do?
Of course, every single mom, every single father, every single parent can relate to it, one way or another. And it's happening, it was happening and it will be happening, unfortunately. That's not something it's ever going to change, I think. And I think these days more than ever, I would even say that there is more and more single parents.
That's. You know, Yeah, so I don't know. The lyrics are really, really sad. If you really get in.
You have a
everything.
tears in your
No.
Does it upset you?
Yes. She didn't even come to her birthday, to little kid birthday. I mean,
You
how
know,
busy you can be with your new life and you forget and leave everything. In a way, I understand what you're saying. And yeah, these things, if you really think, yeah, they're happening. Probably is your neighbor, someone you know, some relative. Things, can, yeah, but it's so sad. You're just the kids growing without one of the parents when they can, I don't know.
You know, the saddest part is that it doesn't matter how much you reassure the kid, um, as a single parent, how much you reassure the kid, he always, or she, always feels that it's them. Or if they were different, then maybe
Yeah.
mom or dad would be there, and it's really really hard. You do understand a little bit more when you grow up that it wasn't your fault, I guess, but
You mean when you were a kid, you believe it's your fault?
yes.
I don't think it's the kid's fault. Cannot be the
Well,
kid's
it's never
fault.
kid fault.
Yeah,
It's never
cannot.
kid fault. But what I'm saying that
Yeah,
a lot of
kid take it on
kids
them.
they why is this question, why daddy or why mommy doesn't love me, why I don't have a mommy, and what you gonna say? Oh, they didn't want you. That's the hardest truth, that they didn't want you. They chose something else. But the that's
they
the
go make a
reality.
new
But
life,
how you gonna say that to the kid, that they didn't want you?
That
you know?
sucks.
It's unfortunately it's happening, and it will be happening, and I think we're getting more and more free in our relationship, so it's yeah.
And it's like you say, these kind of things kind of become a norm, and it's normal today
Yeah.
like that, and it's not normal at all. I
Yeah,
mean,
being a single parent, I yeah. I
Why
can
people are-
go from the experience. I was a single parent when I had my son, and I was exactly in his situation, and it was really really hard to explain to my son that his dad wasn't really ready to be a father, and yeah, he never called for the birthday. And I remember this conversation with my son when he was saying why he didn't call. And what you say, nothing you say it's gonna. I don't wanna get emotional, but I kind of do understand that. And unfortunately, that also put a strain on the relationship between me and my son. So, oh shoot, I didn't want to get into that. Anyway, I do like his voice. He's got really, really.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's just the person who decides to leave, I guess, and not being in the life of the kid. But yeah,
Sorry for interrupting. I just want to say you're right. It's a country song.
it is a country song, isn't it?
But I do have the feeling with the country songs, doesn't matter how the topic or the subject, how sad
They
or
lay
how
it heavy.
yeah, and then in a way they make it easy to go. It's just I don't know. It's the way he sings.
I think that's
they're
for me.
strong and they
Yeah.
manage. They
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of
that's
give
correct,
you the
that's good.
impression the song
The
in a
song
way.
overall's got too soft of a sound for me. I would prefer something a little bit more.
You mean the voice?
Yeah, not his voice. I do like his voice, to be honest. I do like there are moments where he's going like high in his voice, and it's quite interesting. But I think the song, the melody of the song, it's like a sweet, soft, and maybe on a contrast with the topic and the lyrics a little bit. I would prefer to be a little bit more longing and sad. But
Yeah, but that's
anyway.
why I say give you that impression is everything is in a way is alright, Because if you was a bit more getting a darker thing, and then it will be really even devastating.
You see,
then.
okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, but it's not.
What?
Well, it's not everything. It's not going to be alright. Doesn't matter. It's not.
I
Gonna
know
be
it's not
alright,
going to be
so-
alright, but
But anyway, like I said, I'm getting a little bit too deep into the lyrics, probably.
ready? Let
Yeah.
me go back a bit. Here we go.
But then sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you. But as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold.
I think he's singing about her in here.
Everybody said you'd make it big someday, and I guess that we were only in your way. But someday I'm sure you're gonna know the cost. 'Cause for everything you win, there's something lost. But oh, sometimes I think about you and the way you used to ride out in your rhinestones and your sequins, with the sunlight on your hair. And oh, the crowd will always love you. But as for me, I've come to know everything that glitters is not gold. Ooh, everything that glitters is not gold.
Well, I would just want to say like a little advice with this song is a kind of a lesson for the everybody. I mean, doesn't matter, girls, boys. Never go for the glittering things. You better find something with the soul than something that glittering and flashing all over the place, because that's not gonna be something that's gonna last. Wow.
I think he also referred to her, you know, the
Yeah.
love he had for her when they were younger, and he thought it's gonna be love forever,
Mm.
to the point that even had a kid together.
But she
yeah,
was
that
not for
love,
the
yeah, that
family
love
kind of.
wasn't, you know, what he thought it was, and it's exactly what he said. It wasn't as beautiful as he thought. It was very fragile when you think about it.
But she gained, like you say, she gained a lot of things doing her new path in life, but she lost the family, the daughter, him, the love,
You know what's
everything.
the saddest part is that you know, he even put it in a song there that that one day I think she realized what she's lost. But the idea is that they really don't really. That's, I think, is there.
How you think they're not gonna realize?
You know, there's a lot of people who you read the story and you know about the stories that a lot of people who they were young and they were having kids and they decide to give them up for adoption, for example, you know, and because they felt sometimes they were pressured by the parents, for example, family, and sometimes just that they felt that they too young, they're not going to cope, they are going to be able to give this kid what they could if they were, you know, a bit older and mature. And I'm not saying that I don't want to kind of make an opinion on. I don't want to judge. Sometimes I think it's probably, but they have. I always think that these people, they have best interest in the heart of the kid when they're doing it. I'm not saying it's the best decision ever. Like I said, every kid who grows up without the parent, one parent or both parents, the biological parents, they always have these questions in their head. You know why? But what I'm trying to say, so those people very often they going back and they trying to look for the kids because they regret the decision,
or the kids looking for the.
Yeah, but when they found them, they kind of they trying to, you know, to fix what they broke, you know, even if it's not fixable, but they do regret their decisions. But very often the people who left, yeah, they kind of never, who just chose to leave, you know. Oh yeah,
They never look back.
No, a lot of people say, I was always a great believer. Say, yeah, one day, not that I wish But one day they're gonna realize, or he's gonna realize what he's lost. But the truth is, I don't think he's. My son is 25 now, and I don't think he has any regrets.
Hey.
I really didn't want to go personal, but blooming lyrics. Anyway,
I love
yeah, thank you.
you. Hey.
And I just want to make it clear, I'm definitely not getting emotional for myself that it was a hard life, because I would be sinning by saying that I had a hard life. My parents were absolutely amazing. I just heartbreaks for my son.
I think we have to end up here.
Yes, not end up here. And oh, boss, I'm so sorry.
Okay. You alright? Have a beautiful day. See you.
Oh.
Bye.